Go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the virtual Two-Way Street Coffee House, coming to you, well, we'll just let you guess about that tonight. We are all out there and have been thinking about you, our patrons, and working very, very hard to figure out how to present our music to you in a format that is safe and to support our artists. And to that end, tonight we're launching our first of our virtual Friday night concerts. Just to let you know, before I turn this show over to Eric and Char, have already had our virtual jams and song circles up and running since the middle of April. There will be one tomorrow. It's a virtual song circle at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're interested in joining that, if you'll go to our website after the concert, you'll be able to see that there's a sign-up place. You can sign up and we'll send you an email with that one is done on Zoom. We will send you a meeting ID so that you can join our virtual sing-along. On Saturday the 27th, 1 week from tomorrow, we also have another sing-around coming up. Again, it's on Zoom, same procedure. And that one is a country western sing-along. And next week's performer on this brand new Friday night series is going to be the wonderful Heather Steichel. Just so you know, watching the shows online is, there's no charge for doing this. You can click in and join obviously, from the Two-Way Street page. But if you'll notice, if you scroll just a little way down, there is a place to donate to Eric and Char's tip jar. And we do want you to do that. We like to support our artists. And as I said, that is part of our mission for the Two-Way Street. We will be back to see you live. It's just not going to happen right away. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Denny Davis. If you've been in the coffee house on a Friday night, you've probably seen me hosting. And that is about all I want to say because it's 8:02 and I would like to introduce Mr. Eric Lambert to you and the wonderful Char, two of my very, very favorites. Hi, guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn the show over to them because they've got a great show planned for you.
Thank you, Denny.
Thank you, Danny. Hey, everybody.
Yay!
Hello, hello.
It's a special day.
It is a special day. It's Juneteenth today.
It's Juneteenth today.
It's Juneteenth, and it's the first live concert on the Two-Way Street streaming series. And how excited we are to be here.
Thank you very much.
Well, let's do well, it's Juneteenth, so we really need to kick off with this tune. It goes like this. 2, 3, 4. I first met Jimmy when I went to high school. He was a black boy and I was all white. We loved the music, that's all that mattered. We told the old folks it'd be alright. We used to hang out and play the guitar. Drank lots of beer in his daddy's old car. Saw lots of shows at a club downtown. Went out and got some breakfast when the sun come around. No one was born here a racist. No one was born here to hate. We only know what we've always been taught. We need to learn to love before it's too late. We need to learn to love before it's too late. My mom and dad, they were raised down south. Never heard a hateful word come out of their mouth. Back in my hometown, the message I hear came from misguided souls full of anger and fear. No one was born here a racist. No one was born here to hate. We only know what we've always been taught. We need to learn to love before it's too late. We need to learn to love before it's too late. Woke up on Sunday, heard there'd been trouble at the bus stop near the liquor store on Saturday night, where a broken old drifter was living a nightmare. He shot down poor Jimmy, and he took his own life. Jimmy left a mother, sister, and a brother. The world kept on spinning, but my best friend was gone. He could have been president. He could have cured cancer. I cried and I cried, Lord, it was so wrong. No one was born here racist. No one was born here to hate. We only know what we've always been taught. We need to learn to love before it's too late. We need to learn to love before it's too late.
Yes, 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 yes. We
All
have
right.
we have a big love movement, right? We're in a big love movement.
Indeed.
We're in a big love movement. We have to see it as we're in a love movement.
I'm there. That's a tune that'll be on the new recording that is pretty much finished. Although I've been writing during our stay-at-home time here, and there might be some new stuff added to the record. And we hope it'll be out in September. We're playing it by ear. And
It's going to be good.
well, it's going to be good. It was scheduled to
real good.
come out in the spring, but that didn't happen once we all began to stay home. But we're so glad that everyone came out to join us tonight.
Thank you.
I'm playing the John Wrestler Dreadnought tonight, nicknamed Big Fancy.
Beauty, beauty.
Yeah. Nazir Cody back and sides. 3,000-year-old Alaskan spruce top. And it's been sitting in the corner for some time, and it called out my name the other day, and I picked it up, and I haven't put it down since. It's like I rediscovered it or something. Here's an older tune. Wrote this one a few years back. It's called Won't Fight Alone Again. Well, high atop the mountain, far across the ridge, low down in the valley, time to cross that bridge. Shadow in the sunlight, on a field of green, cricket trees and magazines, feeling more serene. Bring me sunshine in the morning, when I'm thirsty let it rain. Pain, holy motivator,
There's no one left to blame. Won't fight alone again.
Well, miles and miles of miracle, far as I can see, says so in the big book, just get outside of me. Now yellow light flashing, burning in my head, mean that good connection, 'cause if I drink, I'm dead.
Bring me sunshine in the morning, when I'm thirsty let it rain. Pain, the holy motivator, there's no one left to blame. Won't fight alone again.
Now liars, thieves, and criminals take lives in foreign soil. I'll fight it to my last breath, won't trade my sons for oil. And if our only purpose is to live and do His will, then let us not run up the tap, lethal him to fill.
Leave your sunshine in the morning. When I'm thirsty, let it rain. Pain the only motivator, there's no one left to blame. Won't fight alone again.
Won't fight alone again.
Because we're learning to love. So we don't have to fight alone again. You don't have to be all ego-y and be alone. You can unite and learn to love one another and love ourselves. When we love ourselves, we can love you. There we go.
All of this is true. Yeah, that was a good old song. I'd forgotten about that and not played it for some time. But it's really about a spiritual awakening and, realizing that you're really not on your own. You don't have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Spirit's there. If you ask, Spirit will be there.
Your own internal guidance system.
Yeah. Thank God I learned that. Jeez.
Tap in, tune on, and turn yourself into the GPS.
It was really difficult. Feeling like you had to manage everything, So this is a tune I wrote after watching the first few episodes of Ken Burns' documentary on the Vietnam War. And it brought back a lot of memories. I was about a year too young. And I remember, everybody's older brother leaving town. They were drafted and shipped off. And after watching the documentary, it brought back those memories, and it explained a lot of things and made a lot of things clear to me. And this is based on one of the guys early on in the documentary who was interviewed. And he was a young farm boy from Iowa, and his grandfather had gone, and his father had gone, and he damn well was going to go. And once he got there, it didn't take him long to figure out that something was very wrong. So this is based on his story. Tino was off to the army the moment he walked out of school. Like his dad and grandpa before him, he had a big job to do. It's time to defend our freedom. He smiled and he hugged his mom. See, I'll be a hero and you'll be proud when I come home from Vietnam. His stay in the jungle was pointless. The higher command was confused. The enemy, they were relentless. We were asked to leave, we refused. One night he went out on a mission with 4 soldiers that he knew. He trudged and crawled through the darkness, not really knowing what to do. You see, the people in charge, they were lying about the things they were doing wrong. American boy, boys were a-dying. It's a crime it went on for so long. They knew we had no chance of winning. On the tape, that's what they said. The people in charge, they were lying. More American boys were dead. Tino stepped on a landmine, lost the power to walk. He cried as he laid there in the darkness. Then he lost the power to talk. In a hospital bed back in Saigon, they put a medal in the palm of his hand, a token of their appreciation, a token they thought made a man. You see, the people in charge, they were lying about the things they were doing wrong. American boys were a-dying. It's a crime that went on for so long. They knew we had no chance of winning. On the tape, that's what they said. The people in charge, they were lying, and more American boys were dead. They sent Tino home to the country in a fancy new motorized chair. His friends came by just to see him, but he didn't know they were there. He had to be bathed and be cared for. He had to be fed by his mom. But he was a hero, and she was proud that he came home from Vietnam. You see, the people in charge, they were lying about the things they were doing wrong. American boys were a-dying. It's a crime that went on for so long. They knew we had no chance of winning. On the tape, that's what they said. The American boys were dying, and more American boys were dead. You see, the people in charge, they were lying, and more American boys were dead.
My uncle was in that war.
Yeah, so was mine.
Mom's brother.
So that's the story of Tino, everybody. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, that's Tino's story.
Just saying, it made my uncle different too.
And of course, that'll be on the new recording when it comes out. New recording will be called Beatin' the Odds.
Wait to hear that one.
How interesting that I wrote that, and then you know, things changed. Things changed a lot. But this one is called The Dirt and the Cigarettes. Interesting tune. Our buddy Tom Lounge is DJ over at National Public Radio out here in Maryville, Indiana. Cracked me up. He had us on his program a few months back. The program had already been scheduled, and of course the release was canceled and stuff like that. And we're talking to Tom, and Tom said, you know, I'm listening to this tune, and I'm listening to the words of this tune, and all of a sudden it hit me, and I went, oh my God. So this tune's called The Dirt and the Cigarettes, based on a true story about a woman professional basketball player who was sexually abused young in her life by a boarder at her grandmother's house. And she said all she could remember was the smell of dirt and cigarettes. One night at my grandma's, I heard footsteps in the house. She was asleep, it was late at night, I was quiet as a mouse. And when he sat down beside me, I acted like he wasn't there. Thank God he's gone and I'm alone, 'cause I'm still scared. He was a full-grown man and I was 9 years old. He sat so close to me that my heart went cold. And for 10 long years, it was a tale I couldn't tell. It was the dirt and the cigarettes. I can't forget that smell. When I was in high school, I made friends in Illinois. I really tried to like them, but I could not feel the joy. And when I asked myself, what did I do wrong? I go back into my memory, but I can't stay long. He was a full-grown man, and I was 9 years old. He sat so close to me that my heart went cold. And for 10 long years, it was a tale I couldn't tell. It was the dirt and the cigarettes. I can't forget that smell. How could I tell anybody? I was so ashamed. He said he would hurt me, and I'd be to blame. Many years have gone by, and I'll never forgive the way that he hurt me for as long as I live. So I tell my story, I tell it 'cause it's true. It had to stop, he sits in jail and he won't hurt you. He was a full-grown man, and I was 9 years old. He sat so close to me that my heart went cold. And for 10 long years, it was a tale I couldn't tell. It was the dirt and the cigarettes. I can't forget that smell. It was the dirt and the cigarettes. I can't forget that smell. The dirt and the cigarettes. You know, many times I wake up in the morning and I just start reading my Google News feed, looking for things that stand out, you know, to write about. And that story jumped off the page and just felt like that needed to be written into the form of a song. Would you like to lead one?
Yeah, if I can remember my name. What's the first one?
Here's an old Carter family too.
What's the first
Bury me beneath the willow. My heart is sad and I am lonely.
It's for you, Denny. My heart is sad and I am lonely. The only one I love. Oh, when I see him, we'll never till we meet in heaven above. So bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so he will know where I am sleeping, and perhaps he'll weep for me. He told me that he truly loved me. How could I believe him untrue? Until the angel softly whispered, he will prove untrue to you. So bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so he will know where I am sleeping, and perhaps he'll weep for me. Tomorrow was our wedding day, oh God. Oh God, where could he be? He's with another one a-courting, and no longer cares for me. So bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so he will know where I am sleeping, and perhaps he'll weep for me. Weeping willow.
Nice. God, I love that song. My mom used to say, I love it when you do that song.
It's a cool jam, and we can do it.
Yeah.
Because it's public domain.
Oh yeah, it is a public domain too.
Oh.
Now here's one. Here's from a title track from a CD I did years ago called "Doing All Right." Another kind of a spiritual awakening thing. Goes like this: 2, 3, 4. Now pretty wake up in the morning, open up big blue eyes, bring me sweet love without warning. Lordy, what a big surprise. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Get on my knees and I thank him. By the grace of God, I'm doing alright. Not far back in my history, I was forgetting my name. But lots of folks live without a mystery. Others just assign blame. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Get on my knees and I thank Him. By the grace of God, I'm doing alright. That's right, y'all. Now pretty wake up in the morning, tell me that you love me so. Bring me sweet love without warning, and I'm never gonna let her go. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Get on my knees and I thank Him. By the grace of God, I'm doing alright. Get on my knees and I thank Him. By the grace of God, I'm doing alright. Ooh, I'm alright. I'm doing alright. Doing alright. Yeah, that's a really great thing to realize when you wake up in the morning. One of the first things you think about is, I'm doing all right, I'm doing okay. Things could be worse. And this whole pandemic has been a change for everybody, you know, and the whole stay-at-home thing, big change for everybody. And, you know, some things are easier to adapt to than others. But, you know, one of the things that always stayed with me, has stayed with me continuously through this whole thing, is that we're doing okay. Could be worse. We know folks who have it worse. And we're not doing too bad here in the home studio in Lowell, Indiana. And of course, I am just doing wonderfully, thanks to you, thanks to Char being here. You know, everything else is small stuff, really. It really is. And we were sitting on the couch one night, I don't know if you remember this or not, watching one of those goofy comedy shows we like to watch. Because we have to laugh, you know, we have to find things to laugh at. And you looked at me and you said something like, Mother Nature is pissed.
She is.
And I thought, you know, it's true. And it's not a government thing. It's not fake or false, or it's not man-made. Mother Nature is angry.
I remember the conversation.
What's that?
I remember the conversation.
Yeah. Mother Nature is angry. I'm convinced of it. And angry at us, you know, for using and abusing and not respecting all the gifts that she has to give. So I started jotting some things down. I jot things down in my head, you know, before I actually get to it. And oddly enough, lines come to me in the shower. I don't know if it's the serenity of the shower, you know, that sound of the running water that I can meditate on, you know. But this tune is called Mother Earth, and it's pretty new, although we got some keeper tracks of it yesterday over at the one and only Thunderclap recording studio, you know, run by our fearless leader, John Carpenter. Big Fancy played on that tune. And Big Fancy played on a couple of things on the album, but I had 3 guitars there most of the time. 3 6-string guitars, as well as a dobro and the bass. But I always grabbed the Bourgeois, or I always grabbed Little Fancy, another John Ressler build, which is a 12-fret OM. Same type of top, though, because those two were just really talking to each other a lot. But Big Fancy made it onto a couple of things. And then again yesterday, it was the perfect choice. Big Fancy really played that tune nicely. So this is simply called Mother Nature. I'd love for you to sing along if you knew the words. But
nobody's heard this
I know.
out of this realm yet, besides John. John's heard it.
Maybe these lyrics will stick with people, I hope, so that it becomes something we can all sing together. It goes like this, too. Mother Earth has had enough. We've taken all she'll give. We broke her heart, she got tough, and changed the way we live. There's no amount of money that can satisfy the cost. We finally pushed her way too far, and what we knew is lost. She'll be here forever to care for you and me. We show her respect and love and set aside our greed. She'll have to teach this lesson, and as much as it may hurt, she knows that it's for our own good. Her will she must assert. Now we can learn from our mistakes, or insist to have our way. Kick, scream, stomp our feet, and be the mischief of the day. She'll be here forever to care for you and me. If we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. From the rains in California, fire in California. Yeah, we do that again. From the fire in California to the quakes in Kathmandu, the tornadoes in Music City. She's angry, yes, that's true. The destruction in Puerto Rico and the flooding across the plains. A worldwide pandemic, we've only us to blame. She'll be here forever to care for you and me. If we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. I remember watching baseball and sitting in the sun, with 30,000 screaming fans. Those afternoons were fun, and I remember hearing music and dancing on the lawn. I cherish those old memories. What we did then is gone. She'll be here forever to care for you and me, if we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. She'll be here forever to care for you and me, if we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. Mother Earth has had enough. We've taken all she'll give. It broke her heart and she got tough and changed the way we live.
That's what happens in the shower.
Yeah, that's what happens when you write a verse. Almost literally on the way to the studio.
Really? That's no joke.
Pretty close to that, yeah. Let's see. From the fires in California to the quakes in Kathmandu, the tornadoes in Music City. She's angry, yes, that's true. The destruction in Puerto Rico. The flooding across the plains. A worldwide pandemic. We've only us to blame. And I believe that's true, you know.
Mother Earth will take care of herself, that's for sure.
Mother Earth would take care of her, and she'll put us in our place right quick. Oh, I've probably mentioned this several times before to many of you out there, but I wrote this tune for the most lovely and charming Ethel Polk,
Hi, Ethel.
who I was so fortunate to meet, maybe 4 years ago now, when I was invited to be one of the artists that played at her birthday celebration in Chicago. And she was 99 years old at that birthday. And then I played the next 3 years, and of course, this year was canceled or rescheduled. But it did not take place as it normally would in the springtime. And, you know, the woman I work with down in Nashville, Carrie Estrin, says to me, write about something that inspires you. And I thought, well, there's not much more inspiring than to watch Ethel meet and greet her guests at her party, which she didn't get to have this year, and set up at that front table and just zero in on every performer that came up there. And there must have been eight or nine performers at these parties. Anyway, she was just a joy and a treasure. So, she inspired me. I'll dance when I'm 100. Goes like this. 1, 2, ready, play. Back when I was growing up, folks told me what to do. Sit up straight, don't be late, don't be a clown in school. We'll teach you how to be a man, grow up and act your age. Not too much further down the road, I learned to turn the page. By the time that I turned 30, I was living the so-called dream. Job and debt, credit cards, that same old corporate scene. So I sold my stuff, bought a van, and headed for the coast. Somewhere in Colorado, I poured myself a toast.
Said I'll dance when I'm
100, swim the deep blue sea. Live up on a mountain, keep my spirit free. Age is just a number, it won't define me. I'll dance when I'm 100, come on, dance with me. I'd like to play the fiddle, I said to my friend Vern. My man, he said, you're 50, and it's too late to learn. So I went down to the music shop, hung out with Fiddlin' Roy. Now I'm playing old Joe Clark, learning soldier's joy.
Said I'll dance when I'm
100, swim the deep blue sea. Live up on a mountain, keep my spirit free. Age is just a number, it won't define me. Well, I'll dance when I'm 100, come on, dance with me. Reflecting back at 70 with more memories than sense, I keep on pushing forward, not sitting on the fence. I've got a brand new girlfriend, we love and sing all day. And when we finally settle down, there's one thing left to say.
Said I'll dance when I'm 100, swim the deep blue sea. Live up on a mountain, keep my spirit free. Age is just a number, it won't define me. Well, I'll dance when I'm 100, come on, dance with me. Dance when I'm 100, come on, dance with me. Woohoo! You know how it's killing me not to be dancing and moving, and like I have to sit still because I'm not.
Because you're in pain.
I'm in pain right now, and I just have to sit still, or I won't even be able to sing. So
if everybody could send Char some
good vibes,
positive, good, healing vibes, that would be very, very cool.
That would be very cool. Thank you.
Normally she'd be standing and she'd boogie.
Jumping up and down.
But not tonight.
I am in my mind. That's why I keep closing my eyes so I can put myself there without physically stressing myself out. So that's cool. Like we can do a lot if we just close our eyes and calm ourselves down, and let spirit have us be calm and put ourselves in a different place. And thank goodness we got that.
Beating the odds.
This is a great jam, and this is going to be really hard not to be dancing around and jumping around, because this is a super killer song.
Well, this is another one of those tunes. Just about the time you think you've finished your record.
Yeah, it
you
did
know,
come
you
up
have
like that, didn't it?
It did. You have a writing session with your mentor, and a song like this comes up. And as a matter of fact, it came up, it was written, it was recorded, and it's become the title tune of the CD, which will be called Beating the Odds. And this is pretty self-explanatory, you know.
We're going to beat all these odds going on too right now.
Well, yeah, we are. But, this really revolves around people, places, things, and maybe you're a little low on self-esteem, or maybe socially you don't think you measure up, or something like that. Maybe you have abuse issues, maybe drugs and alcohol, which I can certainly sing about, So that's where all of this stuff,
all kinds of stuff.
Loneliness, anger, all of it. So here we go, beating the odds, everybody. Gotta stay
Which
loose
dancing
for
shoes on?
I gotta stay loose for this one.
Do.
1, 2, 3. like the whole world's against you, and it's hard to get out of the bed. You feel like your insides are empty, and the voices, they scream in your head. You drop to your knees, beg and say, please turn yourself over to the gods. That's just the first step. You're well on your way to finally beating the odds. Oh, that well of loneliness drowns you. It's hard to come up for some air. The climb can be steep, there's help on the way. It will pull you right out of despair. You know you were meant to be more than you are now. It's okay to dream and believe. You're standing up straight and you notice the odds. You're finally beating the odds. Now don't let your own mind fool you. You're just the way you've been raised. Don't take that old guilt upon you. Look inside and you'll be amazed. Oh, you feel like you were born on the bottom. You won't quit till you're on the top. Excuses, the gallery applauds. You're finally beating the odds. Now don't let the words they've been saying, they want you to lay on the ground. Don't hear the tunes you've been playing. They see you as wearing a crown. Oh, we were born on a mountain. We feel our face warmed by the sun. Be the real you, no need for facades. You're finally beating the odds. You're finally beating the odds. And that's beating the odds, everybody. Well, we've got time for one more tune, I believe. And this tune was written many years ago.
No, do music. I love it.
Well, maybe we'll have time for it.
If I can do this. You'll love this song. It's
We're going to do
amazing.
something else.
You'll love this song. It's so super cool. You'd like
The
to
music set me free, everybody. And that's a true story. Growing up where I grew up on the southeast side, you know, steel mills and factories and things like that. And lots of activity on the streets at night.
I love this song.
The music set me free, no doubt about that.
Music's amazing.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. And thank you, Denny and Tim and John and everyone out there at Front Porch Music for having us and inviting us to kick off this concert streaming series or streaming concert series. We're honored to be here to do it. Okay, everybody, the music set me free. I was standing alone in a crowded room. Everyone was speaking their mind. Invisible though, they didn't have a clue about the me I was gonna find. I sat down with a friend, he was playing guitar, showed me the chords to his tune. The clouds split wide open, I found my voice, a bright light took over the room. I'm in love with the world when I play the guitar. It's the best version of me. Not a care or a worry, not a wound or a scar. The music set me free. Music, it set me free. The guitar was my ticket out of the old neighborhood, to steel mills and running the streets, to stages and places I'd never have known if I hadn't followed my dreams. I'm in love with the world when I play the guitar. It's the best version of me. Not a care or a worry, not a wound or a scar. The music set me free. The music, it set me free. So I still have my fair share of problems. I can still hurt and blue I can be, but it gave me the courage to forge my own way, live joyous and happy and free. I'm in love with the world when I play the guitar. It's the best version of me. Not a care or a worry, not a wound or a scar. The music set me free. The music, it set me free. Yes, indeed.
And I hope the music set you free. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Two-Way
so
Street
much.
Coffee House. We love you.
Thank you, friends, very, very much.
And that was the wonderful Eric Lambert and the beautiful Char and some great music. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us all the way over from Indiana. We'll do this again next week. But the guest artist will be Heather Steika. She's absolutely a wonderful local Chicago area singer-songwriter. Yeah, she's great. And if you feel like doing a little playing on your own, you can join us tomorrow at 2 o'clock for our virtual Song Circle, and that will be on Zoom. All you have to do is go to the website, and the information on getting the links sent you is on the website. And don't forget to go to our website, push that donate button. And yes, folks, we really do need to support our local artists. So you guys have any further adioses or?
We're playing at the Mason Jar in Lowell on the 27th of July. And we're playing next week at
Leroy's Hot Stuff.
Are we doing this virtually?
Yeah.
I'm hoping you were, but I assume so. I think we're all virtual. We just have to assume that for the time being. But we will be back, and we're glad to be able to let you know that the Two-Way Street staff is out there. They're all watching, and they're all texting in. Wow, this is
Thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you, everybody. Much love to you.
And we are going to lose our broadcast in just a couple of minutes. So do you want to noodle us out of this, Eric?
That's great. Love you guys.